Go ahead,
It's had a
Coach.
tough first round game against Alcorn. We knew they was going to come in here and be real gritty, especially coming off of a win against Texas Southern on Saturday. The first half kind of went in their favor. We had to kind of grind it back, revamp some things at halftime. We came out and these ladies just had a will to not lose. And I'm so proud of both of these young ladies because they left it on the court tonight.
Coach, first quarter seemed like offense was really moving the ball well. You guys were kind of getting the open shots you wanted. And then second quarter, it kind of swung the other way. Was this just a game of momentum? Is that how you best describe it? Or it seemed like every quarter kind of went the other way.
Yeah, basketball is a game of runs, and you make a run, they make adjustments, they make a run. It's just who kind of weathers the storm. This time of the year, it's called upset month in NCAA basketball, where there's a lot of upsets that happen during this time of the year, during March Madness, and we know we didn't want to be on that end of it this year, especially early in the first round during this home game. We was able to persevere. We've been in games like this before, and I think we were able to, like I said, make some adjustments and prevent them to doing some things that they was getting done in the first half, and it worked to our favor.
It seemed like when the offense kind of slowed down a little bit, Hills kind of took over a little bit offensively and kind of kept you guys in. And then once people started hitting shots again, she was kind of able to get them back involved. You just talk about her game, and it seemed like whatever was really kind of needed, she was able to kind of get that going for you guys.
Yeah, she's a floor general. She's the one that keeps it all together out on the court. She's playing with a chip on her shoulder right now. She's a little pissed off, rightfully so. I think she's been overlooked for the last 3 years in this conference. And I think she's going to use that as motivation moving forward. The young lady gives it to us night in and night out for the last 3 years. I don't know how they go about selecting how they do things in this conference, but we're going to use it as fuel to fuel us to the championship game, and we just hope and pray that we can finish the deal on Saturday.
Still a close game there in the fourth quarter, and just talking to Alcorn's coach, she said that she felt like depth started playing a role in it. What do you think was the difference there in the last 5 minutes where it went from a 2-point game where you kind of stretch it to that 7 and kind of got a little bit of cushion and put it away?
Well, we've been in this position before. I think Alcorn have not. We've had players that have been battle tested. Like I said, the stage never gets too big for them. We just put it in their hands. As coaches, we just get them there. They have to take it across the finish line, and I'm so glad to have Jasmine Boyd, Monisha Neal, Shakila Hill, and our team this year, because one thing I did stress from moving from last year to this year was that we got more depth this year. We got pieces to the puzzle that can do a lot of different things for us, and I think it worked against Alcorn tonight, and I'm hoping and praying that it works against Texas Southern on Friday.
Jasmine, this team was down 4 points heading into the fourth quarter, and I think you came out and scored the first 7 or 8 points for your team tonight. Just talk about what was said in that huddle in between the third and the fourth period, and what was going through your mind when you were trying to get this team sparked and trying to win this thing.
Well, at the end of the third quarter, I told Shakila, I was like, we got to take over. I told her to take over because my brothers from El Paso were coming to the game. I haven't seen them in 3, 4, 5 years. So I was like, we got to get to Houston, you know what I'm saying? So we turned up, and she helped us. Whew.
Seemed like the crowd really kind of got behind it and stuff. Can you just talk about the atmosphere and how much of an advantage it was having this game here at home? And did it feel like the momentum kind of picked up, or they kind of got behind you guys there in the fourth?
Yeah, we love our fans. Every time we're down, they stick with us. They're still cheering us on, pushing, and telling us to keep going. They never let us down.
Was there any specific halftime adjustment that you guys did after the second quarter where it felt like they had a lot of the momentum, or was it just, kind of taking a break and kind of resetting the batteries before you guys came back out?
We just came out with a different mindset. We can't go home. We're trying to win it all, mostly for Shakila and Monisha, because she's been overlooked for 3 years straight.
Shakila, first of all, you good? What was going on there at the end of the third quarter going into the fourth quarter?
I kind of had an anxiety attack. I couldn't breathe. So, everybody was around me, and it kind of made it worse, but I kind of got through it. It was bad, though.
Just talk a little bit about the game tonight. What the rhythm of it going into the first quarter, was it just something you're trying to attack what was there, or was there a certain mindset that you had kind of going at their defense tonight?
I feel like whenever any team plays us in man, nobody can stick with anybody on our team one-on-one. So I feel like once I start attacking, then our team, it opens up other things, and then my teammates start attacking. So I feel like they came in the game with the mindset to play as man, but they really couldn't stick with us in man. So my mode was just attack from the go.
What is it with you guys in Alcorn State where it seems like they have a chance to get a lead there? It's always a tight ball game, and you guys are able to kind of make a run down the end, or at the end of the game. Is there something specific with this matchup, or is this just how it works?
We kind of love and hate playing Alcorn. They're a very feisty team. They really don't give up. They have a lot of heart, and that's one of the reasons we love playing with them, but we hate it because they always stick by. Like, even if we're up by a lot, they always stick by. So I guess it is kind of them, but it is kind of us too because we don't give up either.
Well, it's a situation where in all sports, even with football, those two teams kind of wind up being the two teams battling down the stretch, and it's just something that just carries over from one sport to the next sport. Like I said, my hat goes off to them. They had a stellar year. I'm glad to be moving on.
Shekyla, I think it goes without saying that your teammates look to you to be one of the leaders of this team. When this team was, I think, in the second and third quarter, first half of the third quarter, it was 4 for 21. That's when Alcorn State went on their run. What did you feel like you needed to either say to your team or set an example for your team when they were going through that tough stretch there to just right the ship?
I feel like we kind of got stagnant on offense sort of for a little bit. So I felt like me as the point guard, I had to show them, like, we still have to attack the goal. We can't settle for outside shots. And we still have to hustle and rebound the ball. So when I got back in, that's literally what I did. I attacked the goal. I tried to box out. I tried to play defense. And I think we all followed and we kept going and we didn't give up. And so that's how we got back in the game.
Coach, you guys are matched up with Texas Southern in Houston on Friday. I know this game literally just ended 20 minutes ago, but just a quick, if you could do a quick just pregame on that, what you expect out of that matchup?
Well, it's going to be a hard-fought game. It always is whenever we play them. It just seems like it's just something between us whenever we meet against each other. We just kind of get the best of each other. I think it comes down to one or two plays that really causes the game to kind of go either way. We did some things against them that we can build on moving forward. And like I said, it's going to be a tough matchup. We always say styles make fights. And it's two contrasting styles. It's going to make for a great game on Friday.
I don't know if you heard, but they had a girl that got voted Player of the Year over there. Are you excited about that matchup a little bit?
Yes, I am really excited, actually. Like Coach Murray said, I'm playing with a chip on my shoulder. I mean, I try not to think about it during the game so it doesn't affect my game. But outside the court, it's on my mind. So, yeah, I'm going at everybody's neck. Everybody for the rest of the year, these last games got to feel me, like from top to bottom, from coaches to players, everybody.